So what is going on, guys? In this video, you are going to listen to a live call review. I sold this lady a final expense policy, but I actually am going to break down each component of my script and ultimately take you through the raw, unedited sales call so you can see how my process works. This process has allowed me to sell hundreds of thousands of dollars of final expense on my own pen. And since starting my organization, my final expense company, Legacy Family Life, my agency, this exact script I'm going to share with you has helped us sell over $8.5 million of final expense life insurance. I promise you, if you learn my script, if you learn from this video, you will be a better life insurance agent and actually learn how to sell life insurance. This script, this process is bulletproof. So let's go ahead and listen to the live sales call review. Let's do it. See you guys soon. Let's crush. All right, guys, so we're going to jump in and we're going to hear the live sales call. I'm going to break you through and walk you through the full process. So here is the initial phone call.
Yes.
Here's the intro.
How you doing? I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah, are you hanging in there? Were you calling in for the life insurance quotes?
Well, somebody called me, but I don't know, it got disconnected real quick. I don't know if I accidentally hung up on them or what.
Yeah, I think were you speaking to a gentleman?
No, I was not speaking.
Okay, so intro, just bringing their guard down. You're not going to say much. You're just going to be like, hey, it's just Peter. I'm just giving you a call back. So she actually called in. Well, someone called her. She called in, and then I'm picking up the phone call because she's actually calling in to us. But she said that she was speaking to someone, so I'm a little confused here.
And when I said, when I answered, I said, hello, hello, there was nobody there.
Yeah, no worries. I think
Okay, first part is we're going to go ahead and confirm the beneficiary. So I have a form that has their name of who they're going to leave this money behind to. That's called their beneficiary. So I'm going to say, okay, and it sees that you just filled out a form and it looks like you listed Alan as the beneficiary. Is that right?
you just sent in this form. It shows that you, I believe you listed Alan as your beneficiary. Is that correct?
That's my son, yes.
Oh, that's your son?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you put down that you're 77 years old. Is that right?
Yes, uh-huh.
Okay, and
So we're just still confirming lead card information.
that you don't have any coverage in place for you, Miss Elizabeth. Were you just looking to leave something for like the family, or are you just trying to cover like the burial expenses?
So now we're just trying to figure out what is her goal of the life insurance. Are you just trying to leave something behind for the family, or are you just trying to cover the burial expenses? Here's what she says.
Burial or cremation.
Okay, so you just want to make sure that you have something small in place to cover like your burial expenses.
Okay, so once she gives me the answer, I'm going to just mirror that back to her. Oh, okay, so you just want to cover your burial expenses. Is that about right?
Gotcha. And Miss Elizabeth, kind of how we work.
Okay, now I'm going to explain the process of how we work. This is just basically helping her understand the process of how we're going to help serve her and help her.
Specifically help seniors on like a fixed income, and we help them find like the most affordable whole life insurance program statewide, okay? Now, to see how I can best help you, are you a smoker or anything?
No, never have.
Okay, so we're just explaining how this is all going to go down. Now, I can't show you this part because this is what's the medical questions here, so we're going to go ahead and just go down to the discovery section, but the medical part is just basically asking where we're going to put her with, what company, so we can understand what plan we're going to find for her. Because with life insurance, it's based off her age and her health. So after we get the medical analysis, she's actually in tip-top, she's beautiful. We're going to go into the discovery, and this is where the sales are actually starting to get formed. But before then, I actually am going to give her some of my personal information as well, so she knows exactly who she's speaking to, okay?
My first and my last name is Peter Roberts.
Okay, Peter Roberts.
Peter Roberts, or you can put down
Peter Cottontail, whatever works.
Okay, well, I got Peter Roberts.
yeah, and then I want you to write down my license number, Miss Elizabeth.
Okay.
This number will share with you that I'm licensed with the state. That number is 1950 4175.
Wait a minute, 19.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just giving her my credentials. Like everyone has an NPN number, national producer number. So just you're telling her, basically you're just proving, hey, I am who I say. My name is Peter Roberts or Peter Cottontail. And also I want you to write down my NPN number. Basically, if she has any questions, and why I do this now is because if she has any questions about like, Oh, I don't know. I don't know who you are. I could be like, hey, sweetheart. Well, please go ahead and look me up with the National Department of Insurance, and you can actually find me. I'm a licensed agent in your state, and you can see that. So make sure you have your credentials on hand. It just builds trust when you're selling something over the phone. But now we're going to go into the meat of the sale. This is the discovery question number 1. Here it is.
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in helping our seniors find the lowest rates and find something that's going to be best for them. Okay, I'm going to try my best for
Right.
you here today. Now, kind of like back to you though, Miss Elizabeth. What had you like motivated to start looking around for some like life insurance like now?
Oh, because I saw it on, it just came up on my phone. I was looking at it.
Oh, it
Well,
just
maybe
kind
I
of
was
like
checking my, yeah.
So question 1 is why did you fill out the form for life insurance? What are you looking to cover? And she says, well, I just saw it on the phone. That's not a good enough answer, so I'm gonna have to dive deeper here to get her to tell me what her clear goal is.
what happened? It just popped up on your phone and you thought it looked interesting?
No, I can't remember if I was looking at Facebook or what it was. I was looking something
You're-
up on.
Okay. And I guess, Miss Elizabeth, what is the goal of like having this life insurance? What would you want to make sure gets like taken care of?
My burial.
Okay, that's the clear goal. So I'm trying to ask the question where she's going to say, well, I want to make sure that my burial expenses are taken care of. And we finally got that, so we're gonna go a little bit deeper now.
Oh, your burial expenses?
Yeah. Well, I want to be
Ah.
cremated, but
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you just want to make sure you clicked on this because when you pass away, you want to make sure that your burial is paid for. Is that what I'm hearing?
Mhm.
Summarize it, yes.
Gotcha. Now,
Okay, now we're gonna go into question number 2, which is all about pain. People buy life insurance because they're trying to prevent someone to be stuck with this funeral bill. So we're gonna have to get the name of who's gonna be stuck with the bill and understand what the pain is of her situation. So let's go ahead and hear this. It gets kind of interesting here.
concerned, don't have any coverage in place right now. Man, who would it be that would be like kind of stuck, with all your burial expenses?
um,
And you want to have a very concerned, oh my gosh, your kids. Listen here to my concerned tonality.
Oh my gosh, your kids?
yeah.
Oh wow. And forgive me for asking, would your kids be in like a position to come out of pocket maybe $5,000 to like $7,000 for your cremation expenses?
They better.
So basically I'm asking her, like, if you die, are your kids going to have the money to pay for everything? And she says, they better. But that's not a good answer. If you're trying to sell someone, then if they can afford this, then there's no real pain. There's no need. It's like going to the doctor and your arm's, looking to get an x-ray on your arm, but your arm's not broke. There's no reason to do the x-ray. It's the same thing here. It's like, well, they have the money. They better pay for it. So I'm thinking, why do you need life insurance? Now I'm a little confused. So then I got to understand how I can break this down so I can get her to express that she needs life insurance because she doesn't want this to go on her kids. So here's how I do that.
Oh my gosh, right? They better. You've been doing so much for them, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, and I don't want to be disrespectful.
You know what? I take it back. I do have insurance. It just dawned on me.
Oh my gosh, good.
But I can't remember how much it's for. It's got maybe 10,000.
Oh my gosh, you already have a policy?
So now this changes everything. She's telling me that she has a life insurance policy. So now the pain is going to be decreased because I'm thinking there's not a need now. If she already has her problem solved, why does she need a new policy? So we're going to dive into this a little bit deeper.
Look at that. Wow. And you already have a policy?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, and when did you get that policy?
I had it sometime back. I forgot. I've had it a while.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. And how much are they making you pay for it?
Not very much. I don't have I have to look it up on the internet too.
And now she's saying she doesn't have that much. So I'm really confused. I don't think she has a policy, but she doesn't want to lie to me. Now I'm confused on finding where the value is.
But I don't have. I'm not in front of my computer right now.
Right. Yeah, me and you both. So you're not really sure. Interesting. Are they taking it out of your bank account every month? How much are they making you pay?
Yes. Not very much.
Oh, they probably put you in one of those good term policies, right?
Probably.
Yeah, and you want a term policy like that?
Well, I really don't know. I mean, I don't know the difference.
No, she has no idea what she's paying for. This lady's all over the place.
Okay. Well, term is something that's gonna expire after you reach a certain age. Are you looking for something that's gonna be there for you permanently?
How I'm overcoming this is I'm just asking deeper questions. I don't want to make statements. I want to ask questions.
Well, I hope so.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do my best here. I'm just kind of like I'm a little like puzzled. If you already have the policy in place, why do you feel like you need more?
I don't know. I just wanted to. I was just curious.
Oh, so you're looking for something like better.
Well, I just want to see what would be the coverage and how much I would have to pay.
Gotcha. So you're just trying to look at it. You just want to look at it. And see
Yeah, I
if you
just
can
want to
find-
compare.
Do you just want to look at it? She wants to compare. I'm trying to figure out where the value is. I don't understand this lady right now.
Okay. So I'm gonna do my comparing for you. I'll put it in the comparing sheet. So I gotta plug in the comparison. How much do you have right now? Do you know?
How much do I have? What?
If you really think about it, how much life insurance do you have right now so I can compare?
Well, the thing about it, I don't know right now because I don't have any paperwork. I just happened to come upon the site here, and I just filled it out, and I decided to call you. So I just.
Miss Elizabeth, I'm sorry. My wife tells me I'm a little slow.
Okay, so she's getting a little frustrated here. So I'm going to use a playful tone to disarm her a little bit. Like, my wife tells me I'm a little slow here because she's kind of getting mad a little bit because I keep asking questions. And I'm kind of calling her out on her BS a little bit. She doesn't have a policy, but she's pretending like she does.
I appreciate you not making
No,
fun of
that's
me.
fine.
Okay.
I'm not making fun of you.
No, I'm just trying to figure this all out because you kind of like so you don't really have something. You're just starting to look for something, right?
Well, I was just curious because that came up. I said, well, I'll check it out.
Oh, okay. Just checking out. Okay, that makes sense. And thank you so much for being so graceful with me. So with this policy, with your kids, so they have the money to pay for it. Like between you and me, and forgive me here, this might be a little like outlandish. Why not just let them pay for your funeral expenses and to say good luck, kids?
Well, no, like I said, just how come I have this insurance, so when I do get, something happens to me, at least I'll have something to cover me for cremation.
Oh.
See, like, how does that make sense? She says she has this large policy, but now she says she wants something to cover her cremation. Don't make sense.
And when you get cremated, you don't have to really get buried. You could have the urn with you,
Yeah, you can put it up on your, like, next to your coffee pot, and just have it there for you every morning. I understand. What
on the mantle?
Yeah, right there. And you can just kind of, when you get your coffee, you can kind of just look at it. Totally understand. So you just want something small for your cremation. That's all. I hear you. Wow. Okay. And how would that? Oh my gosh, Miss Elizabeth, this sounds great. How would that make you feel if you could?
So now I'm asking her like a very emotional. How would that make you feel?
Like get something in place to cover all your cremation. How would that make you feel?
Fine.
Not a huge emotional investment here. She's pretty service level.
Fine.
Yeah. Or good. What should I answer? Yay.
Oh no! Most people say I don't really know. So you gave me more than they told me. Oh, so good job. Now, have you been looking for something like this for a while now? I'm just confused.
No. Like I said, I just happened to come across it, and I just thought, well, I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, I hear you. Well, it sounds like it's really important to you. I got some. It's all starting to come up here for me, so I'm gonna give you what you're looking for. This is looking fantabulous. Like your favorite. Okay, cool. Now you're going to cremation, so all you're really looking.
So now I'm just trying to figure out like how much am I gonna pitch her?
For is the $7,000. Is that all really you're looking for?
Yeah. Let me see. What's the other one?
There's one that goes all the way up to like $25,000, $30,000, whatever kind of tickles your fancy.
Whatever kind of tickles your fancy. I'm a fool.
Well, it depends on how much the price is.
Yeah, so we typically work with people on like really fixed.
So when she says, well, it depends on the price, guess what her objection is going to be? Probably around price. So I'm noticing this and I'm picking it up.
Is that you?
Really, what?
Like, are you on a fixed income? We can only work with people on fixed incomes.
Well, yeah, I just, I'm retired, so I just get,
Good.
certain
That
amounts
allows
of,
me. Good. That allows me to get you the lowest rate. Okay, good.
okay.
And then, are there any other bills or debts that you're worried about leaving behind?
So apart from the burial expenses, are there any other bills or debts? So I'm trying to figure out if there's any other burdens that she'd pass behind to her kids or her loved ones.
I own my car. I'm still paying on my house, but my son, Alan, and I are ownership of the house, so we're still paying the mortgage, but we split the bill 3 ways because I have another son that lives here with me too.
Oh, okay. So your 3 kids, they all kind of pay for it. And I don't want to, like, God forbid, if you passed away, would they be okay with picking up the mortgage, or do you want to kind of leave a little extra for the mortgage?
No, the house is my son's and my name.
Oh, good.
Alan's
So you
name.
just, wow, that's awesome. So just want to make sure that we're on the same page here. Just want to make sure, as a mother.
Now I'm just going to summarize it all back to her. This is called the large, big summary. Summarize. Make sure we're on the same page here.
Cremation's taken care of. That you're just making sure no one's paying for your cremation, and you can just go to bed at night that your boys aren't stuck with the bill. Is that about right?
Yes.
Would you look at that? Good. Okay. And since you don't
Would you look at that?
have anything in place right now, would you say having like a little bit better than nothing at all?
This question is all about like creating the downsell. Would you say having a little bit is better than having nothing at all? Because if they tell you, yeah, absolutely, well, let's say they give you an objection, you can say, well, Miss Elizabeth, remember when you told me a little bit is better than nothing? Yes. Well, how about we do this? And then you can downsell.
Say again? Would I have what?
Would you say a little bit of insurance is better than nothing?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I want to make sure this is you. Like, we work with people on fixed incomes, like I told you, Social Security and disability. If I could find you something that's really affordable and comfortable for you, Miss Elizabeth, would there be anything holding you back from seeing if you could, like, even, like, potentially?
So this is called the killing the zombies. I'm trying to see what would come up in the objection. So I'm asking her, would there be anything holding you back from seeing if we get you approved here today? Typically they'll say, oh, I can't pay for it today. So I'll have to address that concern. I have to speak to my wife. This is how you can get objections early on in the sales call rather than waiting all the way to the end to get the objection. So you want to handle them here.
Get approved.
Oh, what do you say it again? I mean, I heard you, but I want you to repeat it again.
Yes. Sorry if I'm going too fast. So if I could find you something that is affordable, would there be anything that would potentially prevent you from seeing if we could even get you like approved?
But I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like in other words, like I'm giving you the okay to check it out?
Yeah, like is this something that if we found you something you would want to like maybe potentially like consider?
Yes, that would be.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
You answered it for me.
Okay, just hey, my boss makes me do everything by the books here. Now this is really important because I want to make sure I can give you a discount. If you're anything like me, I really like discounts. The 10% discount is if you have one of those active checking accounts. Should I say yes to that you have a checking account, or no?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's add the 10% discount. Now, what we're going to be looking at here is what's called whole life insurance, okay? You let me know if this is exactly what you're looking for, okay? Something where the monthly payment is like never going to go up, the coverage will never go down, and it's something that will never expire, meaning it will be there for you forever. Is that kind of what you're like looking for?
The payment won't go up, you said?
Yeah, price
Now I'm having them understand what whole life is. It's something that will never go up, the cost will never go down, and it will be there for you for the rest of your life. Is that what you're looking for?
Never changes.
Okay.
It's like locked in. Price is locked in forever. And it's kind of crazy too. It'll be there for you when you're 100 and some years old. So if you pass away when you're 120, it'll still pay out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, would you look at that? Isn't that kind of cool?
Yes.
Okay. So I plugged it.
So we're out of the discovery, we're out of the kind of fact finding. We're going to go into the close now. We're going to go into like start pitching our product. So here we go.
For you here, Miss Elizabeth. And it shows that you are eligible for the best option here in the state. It's with a company, you probably heard them before. It's a company called Savings Bank Life Insurance. Have you heard of them before?
Savings Bank Life Insurance?
Yeah, Savings Bank.
Insurance, no. I'm writing all this down, but.
Yeah, Savings Bank. Get it? Okay. Yeah, no worries. I'm surprised you haven't seen them on the old TV. They've been in business for you too, Miss Elizabeth. Check this out. Since 1907.
Oh,
they're
wow.
like,
That's a long time
they're
ago.
like when the dinosaurs were around. I'm just kidding. That's they've been around for a while now, okay? Now, they also are a company. This is important for you, okay? They're not going to make you wait one of those 2-year waiting periods. No waiting period. Isn't that incredible?
Sure. Yes.
This lady, I'm just being really slow and methodical with her and making sure it's very clear on what she's getting.
With your age, a lot of companies are going to make you wait 2 years, except for this company, okay? What that means, if you passed away tomorrow, your kids will get the full payout. Is that kind of a relief for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why this is a special program that we're helping you with. They also have free benefits, so they'll also.
So I explained to her the Sequoia funeral benefits. This is what comes with SBLI. It's not that important. I want to go a little bit deeper into the close now of how I pitch, how I'm closing it here. So basically, I'm starting with the $7,000 option. Here's my options, okay?
The first option for you here is what's called, put this on your paper, it's called the starter program. Okay? The starter program is worth $7,000 of life insurance. Okay?
So I'm going to tie it back to the pain. So I'm going to bring it all back to the pain and how it's going to solve her previous problems. So let's go ahead and let's listen in here.
This will do for you, Miss Elizabeth. It'll make sure that if something happens to you tomorrow, your burial expenses, your cremation, completely paid for. Your kids, they're not having to raise money, knock on doors, nothing. This will pay for your cremation, okay?
And this is 7,000?
7,000, yeah.
That's the coverage.
Yeah, so if you die, your boys get $7,000 to pay for your cremation. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
You want me to go up a little bit?
Yeah.
She seemed a little disappointed, so I was like, do you want to go up? And she says yes.
Okay. Let's do the starter program for people who are in Texas. Okay? That's the 10,000. The 10,000, this is going to make sure everything is taken care of, okay? The 10,000, if you could even get approved, is $85.58 per month.
85 what?
$85.58.
85.58. And what about how much is the 7,000?
Yeah, that's why I recommended that. This is the program that everyone on a fixed income typically affords and goes with. The 7,000 is the 7,000. That's write this down. $61.16.
Oh, okay. So what's the difference?
You want me to go?
1, 4. So it's like a 20. $24 difference?
Yep. They'll both be enough for your cremation. I honestly, if you were my mom, Miss Elizabeth, I don't think you need the $10,000. I would just stick with the $7,000. That $61.16, is that
the option? Now I'm going to make sure I'm going to double confirm that this is comfortable for her. She can keep the policy. I'm not taking any food off the table. Listen to this.
First thing, I want to make sure I'm truly helping you. And not putting any strain on the budget, okay? Well, that $61 for that $7,000 to cover all of your cremation expenses, will that $61 be comfortable and affordable for you? Not only today, but every single month moving forward.
Okay, say it again.
Yes, ma'am. Well, that $61, I want to make sure I'm not taking any food off the table. Will that $61 for your policy be comfortable, not just today, but every month moving forward?
And it will not go up, right?
It will never go up. No.
I'm going to go ahead and explain the process of moving into the application.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay. Well, let me explain the process. It's really, really simple, okay? What we're going to do is I'm going to take the application here over the phone.
Okay, so then we go ahead and we get our beneficiaries and we go right into the application. We fill out the application and then I'm going to end with something a little kind of funny here. Okay, let me see if I say. And then at the end, after I get her approved, I get her written down. I basically tell her I'm going to be her life insurance for life. And then let's see if I get her to say, she says like, would you look at this and would you look at that? She was an awesome lady. And asked her to leave me a 5-star review. So guys, that's the breakdown and the lookup of like just how the final expense process is done. I use this process every single time. We've just absolutely slayed it. And most importantly, it's helped me sell hundreds of thousands of dollars on my own pen. Steal it. And if you guys like more of these call reviews, let me know. I'll do them in my next video. Take care. Cheers.